of making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they run with Mixon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
3rd and just 1. It's Flacco. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Watch it.
We know, but hold on, we finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Jones. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mahomes now to throw. Forced out to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have got his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field. And
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 77 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're started through 4 in the first half, he might throw it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To try again after the sack. Flacco got a man open. It's Ross. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now this throw caught left side. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but
and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Bullock good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Go. Go. Attack, attack. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You just warm up.
Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
throwing is Mahomes on third. Flushed out right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Yellow. Check tight. Check tight. Take it. Let's go.
Now it's Mahomes again. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
66. Bullet high.
They'll run it with Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Watch the slant.
Williams will try again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Double time. We got 4.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Motion. Motion. Hey, check, Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Haywood.
First and 10 here for Flacco. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Big stop, D.
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 10 yards out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, they told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They're going to look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
2nd and 6.
They run it again with Williams. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Chiefs field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Passing play. Flacco. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Barely got that snap off. Flacco now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now it's Mixon running right. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for him.
On 1st down, Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
53, check, 53. X3, 218, chop. Check. Lucky. Bravo. Go.
Here's Flacco. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will extend this big lead. Back now in Cincinnati. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Single, 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 single.
Now Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
87's getting the ball. Single, 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 single. 15.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They go play action here on 1st down. Jordan Evans, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Mahomes now to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Mike 54. Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 18. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams. They put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Again, it's Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Come on. Check your hot read. Switch it. Come on, switch it now.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And an alley to run. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
On the ready. Hey, stand up.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Oh, some strong running. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Flacco. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Delta. 50's the mark. 50's the mark.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mixon. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Watkins, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jordan Evans. They used a favorable